Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play, episode 51 of season 2. I am here at my Applied Energistics Center and I am going to tear down this wall and expand this room in this direction to make room for some more nifty stuff. I just had an idea of how to automate, make auto-crafting for the gates and stuff that you can make in the assembly table, the Buildcraft assembly table. I really want to try out if I can make that work nicely. So, and what else? Yes, I did some work between last episode and this. I made a few more auto-crafting recipes in here. So in this guy you can put anything you can make in a standard crafting table. You can make recipes for in this molecular assembler chamber. But you can use Applied Energistics and this pattern stuff in combination with other mods such as Buildcraft to make automatic crafting. So that's what I'm going to look at today. So let me just clear up and make a new nice room here, and I'll be right back and continue. And here we go. So a lot more space, and yeah. So I also moved this cable here and routed it underground instead. And let's just put some nice facades on that. Like so, and cable goes on here, and then power comes in here, and a little buffer in the form of this energy cell. And yeah, so all I need now is a couple of assembly tables and lasers and some ME interfaces. So let's see. I got assembly table, 5 diamonds. So a couple of gears. And where did they go? No, I really don't like that the order here shifts when you craft something. That's kind of annoying. There we go. And they shall be upgraded to diamond gears. Diamonds. This is gonna be quite heavy on my diamond reserve, not the assembly tables themselves, but the lasers, because I want a lot of them. Anyway, obsidian and redstone. So I want 2 of those, or I think I'm going to want more of them eventually, but we'll start off with 2 and see how it goes. And here comes the really expensive part, because I want... How many do I want? Let's see. So this is 5 by 5, that's 25. Wow, that's a lot. 25 lasers. Well, that's just the way it is. Well, I'm gonna start with a little less, just to get started. I could take some of the ones I have upstairs, because I won't be using that much once I have this setup going. So again, we want diamonds, redstone, and obsidian. So let's go with 9 to begin with. So that will be excuse me. Derp like that. And what else? What else? Yes, we need a import bus. So yeah, give me at least 3 of those and 1 of those. So we got that guy, we got some cables, we got those and iron. Got this guy, that cable, that should give me an import bus. Well, it was basically right, only just not. And then we got these interfaces. They're gonna play a crucial role here. So interface, import bus, assembly table, and a chest. Like that. So anything the tables produce will be put into the chest, because that's the only adjacent inventory they got. I suppose the interfaces themselves could be interpreted as inventory, so maybe I don't need the chest. Yeah, could be. I haven't thought about that. Maybe I should try that. Yeah, let's try that first and see if it fails miserably or if it's a good idea. So we're just going to use this assembly table here to begin with and see how it goes. So let's see, what can you do with an assembly table? Well, you can of course craft gates and stuff. So when you start off, actually I want more of that. Start off with I have gates. I'm a bit confused, but it's alright. I'm just gonna go get one of those redstone chipsets here to test this with. So one of you. And then we're gonna make one of those patterns and encode it. Give me a bunch. And let's see. So normally you can do things like any recipe that works in a normal crafting table, you automatically get the output here. But I can specify this myself and say that one redstone gives one redstone chipset. encode, and yeah, inventory space, always a problem. And if I place that one in here, it just won't work. I don't know if I can actually put it in here. Yeah, I can. You see it's red there because it doesn't know how to craft that. So what I can do instead is place it inside an interface, like that. So now it should show up in here. Yes, so if I tell this one to craft one of those, what it's gonna do, it's gonna say send that one, since it has a recipe here that says provide one redstone and we give you a redstone chipset, it's gonna send that redstone into the assembly table because that's the adjacent inventory that it's adjacent to. So if I mark that one, that should stay marked, so anytime we put redstone in there, it's gonna craft a redstone chipset. And here comes the interesting part. It looks like it went in here, didn't it? Yeah, it did. So I don't really need the chest and import bus. So that frees up a lot more room for extra tables actually. Now there's some problems with this, I just realized. Because anytime I put redstone in here, it's gonna try and craft that. If I put the recipe for, let's just turn it off for a moment. If I encode an iron chipset on one of these patterns and put that in the interface as well, if I then ask this table to produce an iron chipset, it might produce a redstone chipset instead because it gets the redstone. So that is a problem that I hadn't really thought about. That is annoying. So I'm gonna have to try and distribute the recipes for different things, different chipsets and gates and stuff, among several different tables and make sure that I don't have any that have conflicting ingredients, so to speak. So like if I have a redstone chipset here, I can't really have any of the other stuff that requires redstone because that's gonna be a problem. And unfortunately that's most of them, I think. So all of these requires redstone. Yeah. So that's darn, that's annoying. I thought I had a really great idea here, but how about the gates then? That's only a chipset. The gates should be easier. Yeah, they can probably be... The OR and AND gates can't be on the same table. But all the AND gates and all the OR gates can be. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out and see what I can do. So I'll be back. Okay, so I think I have this figured out now. The redstone chipset is kind of a special case that makes it difficult. The other stuff isn't quite that problematic actually when I thought about it a bit. So let's see what we got. So I have chipsets and gates in here, and since the ingredients for a iron chipset cannot be used for any of the other things here, we should be quite alright. And the same with basically each item in this that this particular assembly table is allowed to craft is has a unique recipe, so you cannot craft, given the exact ingredients for one of these items, you cannot craft any of the other items. And that's kind of the important thing to keep in mind. As long as that criteria is fulfilled, you will not have any problem. So that means it's this guy that's problematic, because there's a lot of things that use redstone, and this one only requires redstone. So if I just keep him separate, I should be fine. And of course, the first time you craft something, you're gonna have to instruct the assembly table to actually craft that thing when it receives those ingredients, because they won't craft automatically the first time. But once you have it marked, it will remember that setting, so it will keep crafting more of that once it gets it. So I have, as I said, I could move. Right now I got some wires set up here. I could move those into this as well. That shouldn't cause any conflicts. But since I already have the assembly tables, I'm just going to go with it. And I will eventually fill up with the rest of the chipsets and gates available. But let's give it a try, shall we? Let's see how it works. So if I were to just to make sure everything works, I remove the wires I got in reserve, and yeah, so let's try an iron end gate. Begin. And immediately we got some wires crafted, and now I suppose he's working on chipset. And see, the wires have already arrived. They were crafted in that one. And once it's done with the chipset, that's going to arrive here, and it starts with the gate. Awesome. So that's how you can automate the assembly table, thanks to applied logistics. And another little thing, you don't want to have two assembly tables right next to each other, because it will output to the closest inventory once it's done, and if you have another assembly table, that is considered an inventory, so sometimes it doesn't output into the interface but into the adjacent assembly table instead, and that's causing troubles. So that's why I have them spaced out like this. Yeah, and I get some angry neighbors again. Anyway, that's pretty neat. So I will fill up with the rest of the recipes I want here, and I'll be back. Let's just check and make sure we actually got that iron gate. Yep, here it is. Awesome. So let me just go and take care of that unfriendly neighborhood door basher, and I'll be right back. Okay, so angry neighbors taken care of, and this place tidied up a bit, and well, working nicely. So I added a few more here, the autarkic gate, for instance, with the pulsating chipsets and the diamond chipset, and I moved the gate, standard gate, to this table because that one actually kind of interferes with the autarkic gate here, because this one includes a redstone. No, not that one. There was something. I don't quite remember it, but I don't know. So what requires a redstone chipset? Nothing. Maybe these? Nope. Oh well. I'm sure I had some kind of reason to move it. Anyway, let's... what else? Yes, I completed this one with all the colors of wire. So it's... I haven't actually added the diamond end gates, and of course not any of the ore gates, but I rarely use the ore gates, really. And the higher levels of auto-orchic gates is not added either, but there's plenty of room to expand here if I need it. And yeah, it was a fun challenge to try and automate gate crafting. Not that it's, I mean, it's not really an item you use a whole lot of, so auto-crafting it might be a bit overkill, but as I said, it was a fun challenge. And yeah, I'm kind of proud actually of this, how it turned out. So let's see, should we give it a try? Perhaps an auto-orchic gate would be a good demonstration, because that would require a few different things. So let's try that. And just to make sure it actually crafts things and don't just use what I have in my inventory. Well, not my inventory, but you know, we need to take this out like so. And now if I tell him to craft one auto-orchic gate, begin. And first up we have iron chipset. When that's done, we should see the... yeah, you see the ingredients for the pulsating chipset is already here. And there the red iron chips showed up. And what are we crafting here? Yeah, of course we need a redstone chipset for the gate. And... oh, I actually hadn't marked the gate, so... almost there. Now it should be working. And here, yeah, it's waiting for the lasers to be freed now, so it can work on the pulsating chipsets. When that gate is done, it should show up in here, and here we had not marked that. So you see, there's still a few bugs, but next time I do craft an auto-orchic gate, it should work without me clicking anything. And the reason that was unclicked now, because I tested this before, is of course because I moved around the recipes, what's it called, the patterns between these interfaces, so different crafting tables. Because each crafting table, yeah, that one as well. Each assembly table remembers what things I have marked it to craft. And it doesn't share that information between each other. So there we go. We should now have our auto-orchic gate. Excellent. I like. And with that, it's time to finish up this episode. Next time I probably want to do some more automation with I want to set up an induction furnace and powered furnace back here with the interfaces so that we can add different furnace recipes via these pattern things and the interfaces. so we can have auto crafting on that as well. At least that's the plan for next episode. You never know what I might come up with. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you want to come back again. Until next time, bye bye.